Hello there, this is a new weekly analysis. Let's see what kind of opportunities we can spot for the coming week. I want to start off with the Euro-US dollar because my friend Nazir asked me to analyze this one for this week's trading opportunities. This is the weekly chart. As you know, I always start on the bigger time frame. Of course, we had the ending of the quantitative easing back in I think it was 2014. We can see that over here, yes. And so no more extra money was printed in the US. Matter of fact, they were talking about when to raise the rates, and Europe started to print money around this time. So it was a little bit later. I think it was January 2015, somewhere here. So the next sell-off began. Long story short, there was a huge downtrend. I wrote this was one of my best trades ever. I made tens of thousands of dollars within this trade, but that's history. Let's see where the dollar is at right now. I think the dollar is moving in a certain range, as you guys may know. And within that range, the dollar is nearing a important horizontal line where it has struggled before. Didn't try to get through a couple of times. You see these pin bars, but eventually price didn't make it and rallied back up. This is on the weekly, so let's zoom in here on the daily chart. Let's get some more on this chart. Okay, so where are we at right now? Price didn't attempt to move past this previous high. Bulls and bears struggled for a while, but we saw a little dollar weakness the last couple of days, and starting to that caused this rally to the upside. Price seems to be turning around again. Can we draw in some interesting horizontal lines as well? Not really, in my opinion. So we know from the bigger time frame that we are near a important area. What I always do is I put in supply and demand zones. As you can see, this is it's never just when it touches the line you gotta go long or you gotta go short. It's always, to me, it's a zone, as you can see that over here as well. It's this zone where price was struggling. It's not a, and maybe even this, maybe a little bit higher. So that being said, what will happen right now? I think an interesting thing you have to watch as well is the dollar index. The dollar index, the dollar was pretty strong the last couple of weeks. Call it the Trump rally, call it whatever you want, call it the fact that the Fed is willing to raise the rates. They say for now maybe 3 times this year. They said that last year as well. So that's fundamental analysis. I'm not into that. I look at the technical side of trading. Price came down. It broke this low, so this is some spot of insecurity. Let's see what happens around this area, because this could be a potential head and shoulder setup as well. We have to see what will happen. If the dollar rally continues, we should be seeing some upward momentum. That's what we're seeing right now. Go back to the US dollar and the euro, then we see the same thing but the other way around, because when the dollar is strong, the euro US dollar goes down, and when the dollar is weak, this one will turn around. Overall, I think there is some reason to think the dollar will be strong, get a little stronger this year. So overall, I have still a downward bias on the bigger time frame. For now, I don't know yet. I'm not really comfortable trading this myself because we are near this zone. So I would do two things: or I wait what happens if it touches this zone. Will it start to get a little volatile and move sideways for a while and eventually turn back up, or will it break? When this breaks, I am willing to enter some short positions because there is some more room to the downside maybe. But if this one touches and bounces, then we go the other way around. Don't forget the euro is there's a lot of insecurity in Europe with the French election, with the German election this year as well. Populism is winning. We've seen it in Great Britain. We see it now in the US. It doesn't matter what you say as long as you just say things about immigration and all those kinds of things. Those parties are in charge more and more. So if those parties will get in charge in Europe, they are talking about a Frexit. Maybe the French will go to vote if they want to stay in Europe or not. There's a lot going on. So on the other side, the euro is also been in a quantitative easing program, so they want to make the euro weak. But 2017 is also the year where maybe they will end the quantitative easing. That's not now. That's not next month. That's in the future. But let's see. There are also some important fundamentals to watch. Me personally, I didn't trade the euro, US dollar. If I did, I would have entered short around here because when price runs into this supply zone, that is a reason for me to go short. Right now, to me, it's in the middle of everything. So this, to me, is not a trading opportunity. But you know, maybe some people want to go take some shorts because the dollar looks to get some momentum back by the end of last week. This is the 4-hour chart. Over here we can draw some trend line, I think. Maybe put it up like this. We have some more touches. So it's pretty clear where this one is moving. Let's see if it touches this trend line again, and maybe it will break, and we have some opportunity to the upside. In the meantime, we are of course looking at these lows. Well, when they get broken, we got lower lows, so the price movement will go further down. Bollinger Bands. I trade Bollinger Bands. I use them pretty often. Right now, it ran into the outside of Bollinger Band, touched the trend line as well. Price reversed pretty convincing. But right now, we are struggling with a moving average. So let's see if it can break this moving average next week, or it will reverse. Let's put in one more indicator to get some more information, some more clues on this movement. That's, to me, is the relative strength index. Let's see what the relative strength index shows us. We are seeing lower lows. It's the same thing we see on RSI, lower highs. This is actually just showing us what we're seeing in price action as well. What I want to see is when price moves down here again, and I start to see some divergence on the RSI. So when price doesn't reach these lows again, but the chart shows us that it does, then there is a sign that the downward momentum is maybe shifting. So for now, we are trading below this trend line. We're making lower highs, we're making lower lows. We are just struggling with a moving average here. So let's see what this brings us. Does it bounce and retest this trend line, or does it break and will we see a continuation? To me, there's more information of a further move down, but like I said, when we switch back to the daily, to me this is not a really, we're right in between, so it's not really what I like to trade. So I hope this helps you a little bit this year. Let me switch to some other opportunities this week. A more convincing trade that I am looking at and I'm looking to enter is the Australian dollar, US dollar. It's been up here. It had quite a rally. This is the weekly chart, same thing as the euro US dollar. Of course it came down a very long way. Maybe there is a relevant trend line over here. Okay, well that got broken, so that's not really. This is on the weekly chart, so I'm not gonna put that one in. Let's switch to the daily chart. As you can see, this is almost a year ago, so this one is within a range as well. Let's put some interesting lines in here. So this is a major resistance zone. Down here we got a major support zone. As you can see, gets respected pretty well. We just ran into this resistance, so this is to me always important. I got this one on my radar for a couple of weeks now. We've been waiting for this 2 or 3 weeks, and it looks like the second attempt to break this line failed, and price fell back pretty strong. Let's zoom into the 4 hour. Wait a minute, let's go back to the daily for 1 second. The moving average is still holding, so we're still in an up move, but it is probably will get tested next week. On the daily, that's important to notice, we are already seeing some divergence on the RSI. We are seeing higher highs here, but we're seeing lower lows on the RSI. Now let's zoom into the daily, to the 4 hour, sorry. This is a pretty long sideways moving market, and I think I'm not the only one who was looking to enter this market a couple of weeks ago. Finally we have arrived at this point where let's put this one in again. We can see some divergence on the RSI as well on 4 hour chart. So this to me looks like a double top. It failed again to really break this level. It broke the moving average on the 4 hour as well, so we are going lower right now. Some levels that need to be broken. This is an important level where price stopped last time. Over here is another one, acted as resistance, over here acted as support. So here it broke a little bit, so when we really get convinced to take this move, this level should be taken out. If it does, then I really see some further downward momentum. Of course, price will stall around here, and then again we see some further movement back into these levels, and maybe even beyond. We'll see. As you look at the daily, there is some potential to the downside. Come on, guys. So over here we will struggle with price. There's great opportunity in this one. If I think one more, when this happens as well, there is also room over here. I think the dollar is picking up some momentum again. Let's see what Trump has to say on Tuesday, and let's see what the FOMC minutes will tell us on Wednesday. It's important to watch the fundamentals on these kinds of trades. Also, I think there are coming some numbers in the Australian. Maybe we can see it down here. I not always use this, but I sometimes forget that this is also in Trading View. We get some. Oh, you guys can see what I see on the side. Okay, well, doesn't matter. For now, great opportunity, great risk reward. Of course, let me show you why this is such a great trade, because we want to get out of this trade once these lows get taken out. So getting a chance to get back in here would be great, and the downward momentum of course is amazing. If you think you're gonna miss this trade, maybe a pullback over here gives you another entry. Long story short, this is great risk reward. I don't have to explain you guys. It's very optical, very clear to see what this is. I want to switch back one more time to the daily for you guys to see that where we're at in this trade. Huge up move, huge up move. I didn't trade this, unfortunately, but right now we are at the moment that potentially this trade can reverse. So watching this one closely next week. Then I showed you in my weekly analysis last week that the US dollar Swiss franc on the 4-hour chart. Let me show you what a beautiful chart this is. I love this as a technical trader. Trend line to the upside is holding very nicely. An inner trend line which acted as a support got broken, so it's not respected that much anymore. Even though you see once price reaches this level, it still reacts. And this new trend line is support right now. As you can see, beautiful swings, nice moves. It falls back, re-enter, go again here, re-enter, and last Friday you even got a chance to see this one running off again. So this is the same setup as the US dollar again and the euro, because but this one moves the other way around. Dollar strength, it's all about dollar strength. If the dollar continues to get back momentum and move back up, this one will move up. US dollar, euro will move down, and the Australian US dollar will move down as well. And then another currency pair is the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This one was also in a reversal. I entered around here. I had a pending order. It got touched, and I am pretty happy by this move last week. Don't forget, remember the chart on the US dollar, Australian dollar. There is a scenario where this trend line gets touched, and if it doesn't break, a second attempt to break these highs, to break this resistance, is possible. No problem. Nice to re-enter. If it doesn't and it breaks, then we will see price react around here and probably see another way to enter this market. Never chase price, so when this one breaks and starts moving, don't chase it. You probably get burned, because when price turns around and we see a pin bar like here, then you get stopped out or you're in a very bad position. So watch the charts, trade what you see. Pretty nice setups in Forex this week. Let me switch to some other opportunities as well. Adidas, I always trade Adidas. We are seeing higher lows and higher highs, even though this for some reason was not enough momentum to really go through with this, but the retest of the moving average held, so maybe we finally see another move and a strong move higher and probably to the previous high. So definitely watching Adidas. Alibaba, still a range trade. I covered range trading in my trading plan video series last week. Beautiful range trade. I thought we saw a breakout, but it was in fact a false breakout, so price fell back into this to the zone. Matter of fact, I entered a long position around below here, and I am already riding it back to the upside. So these are some short-term trades, couple of days. Enter here, exit over there, potentially go short over here and exit over there. But this was not the best position to go short, because you would have hit your stop loss. But great range trade. What else do we got? We got Shopify as well. New stock. To me, interesting to see this move. Little retest of the moving average. It opened two positions for me. I trade this one. I open at 62, I exit at 63. I open at 61, I exit at 62. I'm just scalping this one. To me, it's a safe and great structure to do that. Of course, I will be gone in any trade if I cross, of course, this trend line or whatever. When I reach this trend line, I will take a swing trade in this one as well. So watching Shopify. Facebook, I see it over here. I don't know what it is. Facebook was such a great trade. It came back so far. Great way to enter, and I missed this entry. And like I said, I don't chase price. Well, by not chasing price, I missed a beautiful opportunity. Netflix to me is in a range as well. I don't know if I pointed it out on TradingView already. Yes, this is to me this is a nice range to trade. Just went long, close it out, day trade, scalp this a little bit like Shopify. Just from 143 to 144, trades like that. Just get a little costs back from the swing trades or whatever. And that's it for this week, guys. I think we can say we are going into March with some great forex trading opportunities. I wish you all good luck. Nasir, I hope my analysis of the euro dollar, US dollar, the euro and the US dollar helped you. If not, if you agree with me that it's not the best place to go in and go long or go short maybe. Australian New Zealand dollar, Australian US dollar, US dollar Swiss franc. I think there are some nice opportunities this week. I wish you guys happy trading, and I'll talk to you soon.